A beautiful morning. Unfortunately, the rain is supposed to roll in about 11 o'clock-ish and then be here for the rest of the day. People getting their coffee fixed.
Yes.
Where do you guys from? Oh, wow.
One of the many puppers that's here.
So we're here now, I think, with the most unique build
Definitely
here
the most unique build.
at VanFest. This is Brent. Are you on social media?
Yes, we are on YouTube. It is Prius_Brent_Goldie. I got confused myself. And this is my 2009 Toyota Prius that I've converted into a self-built car camper.
Well, there's so much to see. So what's your favorite feature of your vehicle?
I guess the favorite feature about my vehicle would certainly be the fuel economy. It's pretty tough to beat 41 miles a gallon. Like, I'm from Wisconsin, and from Wisconsin coming out here to where we're at VanFest, I average 41 miles a gallon. So that's probably the best feature that I like about my setup.
And if you had to change something, if money's no object, would you change or add anything?
You know, that's a really good question. In all honesty, I wouldn't change anything. More room, yes, would be nice to have in a Prius, but the fuel economy and the places I'm able to get to that other vans or other setups and rigs can't get to because I'm so small and stealthy is really hard to beat. So I don't think I would really change anything. I like it the way I have it.
Very nice. Well, I'm going to let you take over.
Okay.
And give me a...
Well, let's take a little tour of my 2009 Toyota Prius, self-converted, self-built. We'll start in the front. I changed the headlights out. They're a smoke color. I've added these lights up here as well. I added a lift kit to it, put bigger rims and tires on it as well. And then if we come around to where the front door is, I have 8 gallons of water storage. I have an air fryer up here. I have a coffee maker, and I have running water as well. Then if you look up above, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look up above, there's storage up above. There's pans that I have for cooking. And then there's storage down below. I keep a chainsaw down there. I like to camp out in the woods, so I keep a chainsaw with me. I keep all my storage containers in clear bins. It's easy to see, easy to find things that way. And then if we kind of come around here a little bit to the back, you can see I have it wired for shore power here. Like, with being at VanFest, I have an opportunity to have electrical, so I am hooked up to electrical. That's one thing that I really, really enjoy. It's a nice feature. I don't use it a lot, but it is nice to have that option. Then I have my nice little canopy. This is a must-have. Anybody that does any type of camping, you know, shade, sometimes you don't have an opportunity to park under a tree or something like that, so shade is really, really important. That is a must-have. And then, of course, in back, I have the opportunity. I can cook with my single burner stove here. I have a 2,000 watt power inverter. My solar controller's over there. My 2 55 amp hour batteries are behind that little metal sign. I have 300 watts of solar right there. My clothes obviously are in here. I have my food and cooking things up here. A nice little swivel shelf. And then inside further, like behind the driver's seat where I sit, that part of the platform folds up and lifts up so that I can get to everything underneath. And that's just kind of a little tour of my hot rod Prius, or what I like to call the hot rod Prius. Yes. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the tour of my Prius. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, another great self-built van. This is Robin and Rick, and we're just going to talk to them a little bit today about their van. First question is going to be, just tell us about your van name and if you have social media. Second is your favorite feature of your van. And third is, if money were no object, what would you add or change to your van? I'm going to hand it over to you guys.
Okay.
So yeah, we're Robin and Rick, and this is the Gray Goose, and she was established in 2023. It took us about 9 months to do the build. Rick is an engineer by profession, but retired, and took him about 9 months to put it all together. We did about 2 years of YouTube University, and just had a really good time building it out. So our favorite place was that a favorite
feature?
Favorite feature would be the rear slide drawer that comes out.
Slide out bike and storage tray.
Yeah. Yep. Like 500-pound slides. We've got our 2 bikes plus 4 totes to keep everything organized, and it pulls all the way out. Social media handles were Travel with R&R or Travel with Robin and Rick. Instagram and YouTube. We have a very few videos, but we have fun with it so far. So,
And if money was no object,
money was no object, we would lift it and put really good.
some KO2s on there, right?
Yeah. So we're ready to travel anywhere in our all-wheel drive. So, yeah.
Can we take a look inside?
Absolutely. Yeah. I will lead the tour. Would you like this bag?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we are an 80-20 build. Baltic birch, 4 coats of enamel paint. So the 80-20 structure was done in SketchUp. Rick did the SketchUp. We have a Trillino toilet, cedar planking flooring for a shower, 4 gallons of hot water tank. We've got a Bosch hot water tank, 30 gallons of fresh. And then under the sink and under the shower, we have 7 gallons of gray and 10 gallons of gray under the shower. So air conditioning is Cruise and Comfort. So Cruise and Comfort's a split. So here's our ducting. We can actually pipe it toward the front if we're in the front, or we can open the levers in the back and pipe it in the back if we need to at night. Webasto heat, so we can take on hot temperatures and cold temperatures. So yeah. And I think queen size bed. We sleep north to south so that no one's climbing over anybody in the middle of the night. Yeah, and just cupboards. All of our pantry items, each one of us has 4 of these gray bins to put our own things in. We're part-time vanners, and then all the places so far we've been, we're trying to visit state capitals and our wonderful national park system, and now national wildlife refuges, because there's 500 of them. The world is out there, so yeah.
So we should go check out your slide then.
Yeah, let's check that out. So I'm going to hand over this to Rick, and he's going to explain our water, slide, and electrical.
Okay, thank you. So one of the main design features was we wanted a large garage for our bike storage and our storage totes, and we put those on a large sliding tray to make it easy to get the bikes on and off and to easily access the storage bins. So that was a really nice feature that we added. We've got our water over here with the manifolds to distribute the water over to the sink and the shower and the outdoor shower. We've got Clear 2.0 water filtration. So we filter the water that goes into the tank, and then when the water comes out of the tank and goes to the sink, it gets filtered again. So it's nice and clean. Electrical, we've got all Victron components. We've got a 3,000 watt inverter, Battleborn Game Changer 3 batteries, the Cruise and Comfort compressor is mounted above there, and then the condenser fan for the Cruise and Comfort is mounted under the van.
We can turn this light switch on. So we can
And then we got a little tube here that we use to store our outdoor rug in. We roll it up, and it keeps the dirt and the little critter crawlers out of our bed when we're traveling.
Well, wonderful. That was a great tour and wonderful build. Very clean, very clean. I like it. I like it. On to yet another wonderful van build, self-converted. This is Gidget and Keith's van. And we're going to ask them the same 3 questions. Just number 1, if they're on social media and what their handles are on social media, their favorite feature about their van, and then again, if money were no object, what would you add or change? So I'm going to hand it over to you guys.
Okay.
on in.
Okay. So social media, we have a Facebook page that is the one with all the adventures. We are a heavily friends themed van, so the one with all the adventures fit. And then we are on YouTube. We have one old video from when we had a teardrop, but we hope to make that more of a thing that we do. But the editing is a lot. Favorite features? That's that one stuff. You go first.
My favorite feature of the van is, I think I really like the sink. The sink is nice. We just made this, we had a different piece of wood that fit in here, and it was wonky. It didn't fit right. It had a strainer that fit in there, so if you set the wood on top of it, you had to have the strainer in there, and we had to take it out every single time. We never used it, so it was just in the way. If we took it out, the wood would sit down lower. So we were like, okay, we have extra wood, so I'll just cut a piece and put that in, and now it's nice and flush, and I like the way it works.
That was just added, like last week. We just added that.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
our new addition.
That's one of my favorite features. How about you?
I think my favorite feature, being a huge Friends fan, is that it's just Friends themed and all the funny little things we've added that go along with the theme.
And how about money?
Oh, if money was no object, I'd have one of those heating systems where the water pipes up into the coolant system, and then it heats the water. So as you're driving, it automatically heats the water, and you'll get hot water.
That's a good one. Actually.
I'd have one of those whole systems set up.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's a good one. I think we love our layout, so I wouldn't change anything about the layout. The only thing I might change, this is a 2014, I might have a newer van with not 300,000 miles on it. If money were no object.
That's a good one.
Because we're almost at 320,000 miles right now, and going up over mountain ranges, you wonder, is it gonna make it over this hill?
Yep, I get that. Do you want to give us a quick tour?
Sure, you know
Your
most of the
fun
stuff,
friend
so
things?
Sure. Okay, let's see. So we didn't do this on purpose. It just turned out that this wound up being Central Park, this wound up being the girls' apartment, and the front wound up being the boys' apartment. So I guess we'll go from back to front. In Central Park, they have hammered copper espresso machines. So I'm like, where can we put hammered copper? And we also needed to cover the holes that are in the I think those are C-pillars back there. So we got ceiling tiles, like vinyl ceiling tiles that look like hammered copper, and that was our solution for covering our holes. Obviously, this is supposed to be like the Friends couch and things like that. If you're a Friends fan, you know the shows and the episodes. We have a crap bag, which goes along with our banana hammock, because they're on the same episode. What else do we have? We have the mismatched chairs that are always sitting around the table. We have
the whole color scheme is all
color scheme is
kitchen, purple walls and blue cabinets.
We have our lighted Central Park facade, and then we needed a way to get into our bed because I'm a little on the short side, so we made a sandwich board that pulls out to be our step for our bed. So our thing is, if it had to go in the van, it had to fit the theme, and if we needed it for the theme, it had to be useful. So it had to be dual purpose for that. Can you shut the door a little bit?
Sure.
So we have the infamous frame that's on the door that's hit the floor a few times because it's only up there with magnets. But if you push this and open the little thing, you can actually look in there and see Joey and Chandler across the hall because that's where they live. You can see it.
Yeah. You can see them. Yeah.
They're Barca lounges. We just added the chick and the duck from their apartment recently because I have a friend that has a laser cutter. And then we have Pat the dog up on the mirror. And then underneath the seats, because they spin, it says pivot. One of the most famous parts of the episodes. Do you want to lift this up since I was making fun?
Sure. And then a restroom.
Which everybody asks about. Where do you have a bathroom?
Where do you go?
Where do you go? That's the question. So this is more Friends theme. We had to put Friends theme in here too. So we have and Phoebe with her "Oh my eyes." I'm curious if anybody recognizes the episodes that these come from. And there's one more.
How are you doing?
It's you.
It's a 2014 Ram ProMaster. We bought it with 265,000 miles in 2020. We were searching everywhere to find a van, and the prices were sky high. So she wanted a double door. I didn't want one because I was sketching out my build and I was like, okay, cabinets on this wall. And then when she said the double doors, I'm like, well, where am I putting my cabinets? But she went out. She saw one when we were out searching. She looked online, saw one in Florida, and she's like, that's the one I want. It's silver. Most of the Ram Pro Masters are white. She's like, I don't want a white one. She's like, that's the one. So we took a chance, and I just said, okay, bought it sight unseen, had it shipped up to us. Nothing was wrong with it except the struts I needed to do on the front. Other than that, there was nothing. We've had a couple little small issues like anybody would with maintenance. We had to replace the alternator because the thermostat sprayed water onto it and did some damage to it. So we did that on a trip, but that was fine. That was just an adventure. Overnight, we went to a garage. They had it by noontime, all done. We went on the road. But we love it. It was a cheap van, and we made our own little home. We're still adding things all the time. For 2 years, the first 2 years, we had the swivel seats, but we didn't have this little bench area here. So our feet would just dangle. And so finally last year, I put in this bench area. Gives you extra storage.
I don't have any shoes at home anymore. They're all stored in there.
And your feet don't dangle. And we always had this trash barrel usually sitting up against this wall. And whenever we would drive, it'd fall over. Things would fall out. I'm like, all right, where are we going to put it now? And sometimes we'd put it up against the seat too over there. And she's like, well, just cut a hole in your little thing and just set it in there. It's not going to fall anymore.
And I can reach it from the road. When we're driving down the road, I can just reach behind and just toss things in.
And get it.
Yep.
So for power, I got 400 watts of solar on the roof. I got a 300 amp lithium battery. I have a 3,000 watt inverter. I also have a DC to DC charger that I haven't installed yet. We've never really had to. So I've been like, okay, well, I have it. So if I really need it, but we've never really needed it. So I've been hesitant to put it in just because it's extra work. Yeah. But I have it at some point. We are definitely going to put it in.
Very nice.
Great. Any questions or nothing?
I walked by yesterday and I thought the Friends theme was cool. Especially the toilet.
Yeah.
It's funny that the Friends theme just spans generations. Like the young people, even kids that, they never saw the originals. They're all watching it on reruns or on the DVDs or whatever. But from little kids to like 80-year-old adults, that they all love Friends.
Have seen it and like it. Yeah.
There's a few people to hear this weekend that are like, oh, I didn't grow up with TV, so I don't really know it, or I never really get into it. But literally, maybe 3 people on the whole weekend. So everybody else is like, oh, Friends.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, wonderful. I thank you both.
Well, thank you.
Good boiled, and it was great to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
Van tours for the day. I'm here with Jen. This is her van that she built, which is awesome. And I've got 2 questions for you, Jen. One is your favorite feature of your van. And the second is, if you had unlimited funds, would you change or add anything to your van?
Okay.
All right.
So my favorite feature is definitely my bed. I've got a full-size 8-inch beautiful comfy mattress in my van. It's got full garage storage underneath. I don't have to make my bed every night, so I can go in and take a nap whenever I want. That's the best part of the van. The thing I would do if money was no object, I would add an air conditioner. So I have 2 Max fans, which are really great for airflow, but if you're in anywhere that's hot, those are the times I really want an air conditioner. And if I had a couple $1,000s, that's what I would do.
Wonderful. Is there anything you want to show us in your van besides
Sure, let's
that?
take a look.
Yeah.
So you can see I built this van myself. It's mostly made of plywood and, parts that I could find at Home Depot. I've got some home sheet flooring on the floor here that's held up really nicely over the years. I've got a lagoon mount and table here for working. I work fully remote, so that's nice for my laptop to sit on there. The second best feature of my van is my composting toilet. This is a Tralino composting toilet. So it separates the urine from number 2, which keeps the smells down, keeps it cleaner. You only have to empty it maybe once a week. So I always have a toilet available at night. I don't have to leave my van and find a toilet somewhere. I can go whenever I want. A little bit safer for a solo woman on the road. And then I got a full-size fridge in here. This is a Dometic CFX 55. It's a 55-liter fridge. You can keep about 5 days worth of groceries in there. So that's always nice to have, and it slides right under my bed on a drawer. And then locks up.
Oh, so your fridge doesn't fly out while you're driving.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
It's always the first thing I hear if I drive and I haven't locked it. It comes flying out, and I gotta stop and go back. And then I got lots of storage in here. I got overhead storage for kitchen items. Got my air fryer, which is what I use to cook, down below there. Got all kinds of utensils, everything you need. And then I got my full water system under the sink here. So this is 2 5-gallon tanks here that are connected. So you get 10 gallons total of fresh water. And then they drain into a 5-gallon tank here, which drains out to the passenger side. So you can catch it with a gray bag and dump it. And then this is the best part of the van, the full-size bed. It's very cushy. It's a full length, so it's 54 wide, 73 long. It's just a regular mattress. Fit 2 people. It's really nice. And then I've got clothes storage up here.
Very nice.
Yeah. And that's the inside of the van.
It's a pretty van. Good use of space.
Yeah. Do you want to see the garage?
Yeah, let's go do.
Oh, the garage is a little messy right now. But... All right, so this is the garage area. So the benefit of having the fixed bed and not having a dinette bed is that you get a full garage underneath. So I've got my full electrical system set up over here. And it runs off of solar, DC to DC alternator charging, and shore power. So I can stay off-grid for as long as I want with that. And then lots of storage over here for anything you need. I usually put my folding e-bike right here in the front. And then I keep bins of whatever else I need in the back.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Good job on your build.
Thanks.
Okay, yet another van tour of a beautiful van build here with Mark and Charlene. We're going to start with the same questions. Number 1, your favorite feature of your van. And number 2, money, no object. What would you add or change?
Okay. So my favorite feature is that we can convert this van to a cargo van, take everything out but the galley kitchen, and go to Home Depot, pick up lumber, pick up panels to do, whatever, move people, which we've done 3 times. It's easy to, within an hour, we can have everything out of here or less. And then within that period of time, put everything back and be on the road. So if money was no object, a shower. That's what I would like. My husband would say differently, but mine is a shower. So yeah. He'd probably say a newer van. Maybe one with all-wheel drive,
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Give us a quick tour.
Sure.
That'd be
So
great.
we have a running board to more easily get in the van now. This is our porta potty. It's a cassette toilet. We have just an IKEA cabinet with an IKEA cutting board on top. This is a laundry sink that we converted into our sink, that if we're on the road, since we don't have a shower, we can shower with our hair in the sink and then do a sponge bath. We heat up the water with a tea kettle. It works great for overnighting at like a Cracker Barrel or a Walmart parking lot when we're traveling. Over here, we have just a 110 refrigerator. We have an air fryer microwave oven. We have an EcoFlow Deltamax 2 setup with extra battery. We have also an EcoFlow AC unit heat pump thing underneath the bed that we use. It vents by the hoses outside the driver's side window. We put it right in between here with this little table over here that my husband built. And then we have twin beds that are bunk style. We bought the frames on Amazon. They were actually a full unit that can be clipped together. And then we split them apart. He cut the legs off to go over the wheel wells. And they're just ratchet strapped in so they can easily be removed. And this cabinet is just bolted into my bed. And we have these soft-sided duffel style cabinets that are just in with screws into these U brackets that you can get at like Lowe's or Home Depot. And they can easily come out if we needed them to. And yeah, that's about it. And we keep all of our storage underneath the beds. So, and then we have a storage unit that my husband rigged up on the back side of this driver's side back door that holds all of our wet stuff and our leveling blocks and such, little tools, things like that. So yeah, that's about it. It's very much a utilitarian build. Yep.
Smart.
Yep. And we did invest recently in these, which help immensely in the early spring with bugs.
Bugs.
Yes, the bugs.
And this is Beluga, huh?
Yep, that's what we named it. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we own it. It's paid for. That's one of the best features.
Well, thanks for talking today. That
You're
was
welcome.
great. Appreciate it. I'm here with Tommy and Angie.
Yeah.
And we're going to tour this van. This is your what, second van?
Second van.
And we're just going to go through our same 3 questions. If you're on social media, and what's your handle?
At Sweet Dreams Van Life.
And what's your favorite thing about your van?
I would say the big L-shaped sofa with the bed above.
Okay.
My favorite thing is being able to be off grid and not having to plug in.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if money were no object, what would you change or add to your van?
I wouldn't change a thing.
Gosh, we have everything we want.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to check it out.
Let's
If you
check it
want to
out.
give me a tour,
Yeah, let's
that'd
do
be
it.
great.
Come on in. First thing you'll notice is we have this big L-shaped sofa. And we designed this specifically to house guitars. We have 3 guitars, a soundboard, and amplifier in there. It also houses our Dirt Devil central vacuum system. So we put the vacuum right there. We have our nice lagoon table and then the passageway to the cab. So we can access the cab whether we're underway or if the bed is down, which is nice. The windows, of course, are on both sides of the bed and the TV still swivels out, which is nice. We have our little doghouse here for Zuri. She has a fan that brings nice cold air into her doghouse and she loves that. Up above, we have our bed. So it's on the Happy Jack system. I'm going to bring it down 1 inch. It won't get you, I promise. But here comes the bed. Yeah, we love that. So it still gives us 6'1" of head clearance here in the family room, which is really nice. So this being the super high roof ProMaster, that's how we could do that. In the kitchen, we have an appliance garage that has a coffee maker, toaster, microwave oven with air fryer and convection oven. Nice big cabinets with full-size trash can, water purifier in there, big Dometic refrigerator. And then nice big closet with hanging space and lights in there, which we love. We have a 48-volt system, so we have a 48-volt air conditioner. Big drawers for clothing. We each have a great big drawer besides the other space there. Clothes hamper in here, which has a week's worth of laundry in it already. And then this goes to the bathroom back here. So you can take a look back there. There's a sink around the corner.
Oh, big. Great. Thank you.
I insisted. He thought it was the
We love the Trelino toilet. We have that plumbed to a gray tank. So the urine goes into the gray. We have 36 gallons of gray in this van and 39 gallons of fresh water. So it's really nice. And then we use a bag system for solids.
Oh, yes.
Yes. There's always that. So yeah,
Great. And that's all.
that's our bed. And it's always made. The pizza oven is a double-decker pizza oven because the van's so tall. So in the morning, we just put our pillows in the upper level and then put the bed up. And we're done for the day. In the nighttime, this becomes our bedroom. That's our headboard back there.
Okay.
And daytime, it's our family room.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the tour.
Yeah. All right, we're doing some more van tours today. I'm here with Carolyn, and this is her van that she built herself. And we're going to go through our 3 questions. If you are on social media, what's your handle? And then we'll go to your favorite part of your van, and you can just go at your leisure. because you might have a lot of things. I don't know. And then if money were no object, what you would change or add? I'll hand that over to you. This is Wonder. And so are you on social media?
Oh, yeah. Social media on Instagram, I am at Carolyn Mitchell Images. And on Facebook, it's Carolyn Brogley Mitchell. You'll just figure that one out.
And what's your favorite part of your van?
My favorite part of the van is out the back here.
Okay, let's go check it out.
This was my happy accident right here. This pull-out table happened because I was being really careful and designing the van. I was measuring exactly the right height for the benches. And I measured exactly right, but I forgot to allow for the size of the cushions. And so in the van, I can't touch the floor with my flat feet. It's just my toes. And so I had to raise up the floor in between the benches so that I could eat comfortably. And I'm like, all that space, I got to do something. So I made a toolbox that pulls out. It's on 500-pound drawer slides. So it works as my toolbox. Just lift the lid on the hinge. It works as my tea table in the morning. Have nice breakfast out wherever I am. I could even dance on this thing.
Party!
So, but yeah, the van is meant to be open and airy. That's why it's got all the windows. I put the windows, my mechanic put the windows in. That's the only thing I didn't do by myself. And then everything else came after that. The whole object is open, airy, and more than one purpose. So like the dinette, there's a table that can be put into the slide there. And it's not there now because it's not useful. Mm-hmm. But I also want to be able to get plywood and everything else in. So I've made all my benches fully slidable. So you can bump out that one a little bit or all the way. Same with the front bench. It also pulls out. And then this turns into the full-size bed. The front bench turns into my bed. A little bit smaller, but I don't need much. And then when I have guests over, the kids come in the van, they all have a place to be. So.
And then if money were no object?
If money were no object, it would be done by now. I have so much left to do. I haven't finished the ceiling yet in the front. I'm trying to figure out how to work around those styrofoam things without causing myself too much agita. The trim work all needs to be done. It needs a little bit more paint job again. It's kind of getting tired. But yeah, it would be done. It would be finished. There would be cabinets so you don't see all the gunk underneath.
And is it okay? Can we take a quick look
Absolutely.
inside? Yeah.
Feel free.
Thank you. I like your slide window right there.
I was excited by those because in New Jersey, there's this one bird sanctuary area, and it's an 8-mile loop that you can drive around. You can just jump out in and out of your car and take bird pictures and everything. But sometimes, you don't want to startle them. Mm-hmm. Slide open the window on either side of the van, and you can just poke the camera right out. And so that was one of the first things we did with the van was go out there and use it as a big blind.
Nice.
So another fun thing I like is my social seat. I only put in for the passenger side. I didn't bother. Yeah.
Well, I'll take care of that.
So, and you can see from here, like I can't touch the ground.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So.
You're close.
Close, but no cigar.
And so that's why back there, that's up a little higher, and that's your drawer.
Exactly. The drawer comes most of the way back as far as the drawer slides would go. Mm-hmm. And then I've got some open space here. And I also tunnel my electric through between where the drawer ends and the open space begins. So, because I got my solar running here, mm-hmm. All my power's under this seat. And just like anything else, you can reach it that way. But then my bed pulls out that way. So but it runs up and over. So it's no wires to really worry about. They're all on the B pillar or the C pillar. I don't know which pillar it is.
It's a pillar. And your nice kitchen. I love this color.
I do. It's calm. I needed something that would just make me happy all the time. And it goes with the cushions. Like my sister's making me curtains. I don't sew. That's never going to happen.
I understand.
So she's got curtain material that goes with the cushions and everything. So it's all going to work together. But yeah, it's a work in progress. Like you can see, the cabinet's not done yet. I got the drawer and everything, but the front face and the doors still need work. Regular dorm fridge, because I just bought an extra battery instead of paying $1,000 for a 12-volt fridge. I'm like, I'll spend $1,000 on a battery.
Yep.
And then if one goes, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
It's very nice.
the object was open, airy, and a sight line all the way back, because when the kids travel with me or we're talking and I'm in the front seat, I want to be able to see them. I don't want to look around.
Yep.
So this is wonder.
Well, thank you for the tour of wonder.
My pleasure.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
Okay. We're at another van tour today. This is Ron's van. We're parked near him at VanFest. And his van is Beluga. What year is your van, Ron?
It's 2008.
2008. Mercedes chassis. So I think this is my first Mercedes tour of the day. Mind if I come in and take a look?
Come on in.
Thank you.
It's very much a work in progress. I'm
Okay.
not quite done. Main thing is I have a mega roof, which gives up to a 7-foot clearance inside. And what I've done is I've added a drop-down bed. I'm 6'2", and I can walk underneath it with an inch of insulation on the floor.
Okay.
The bed is motorized. And the best part is you don't have to make it.
I'm on board for that.
Yeah. It comes down to about here,
Okay.
and that makes it very easy to get in from this end. I have a very large battery system. It's the equivalent of 2,400 amp hours in
Okay.
this pellet case here.
And I heard you build it.
Yes, built it myself. I've got an underbench air conditioner, 8,000 BTU,
Okay.
and all the rest of the electronics are under here.
Perfect.
Currently at 92% of my big battery for been here 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking 300 watts of solar.
Wow.
The AC vents out the bottom.
They're right here. I haven't built the wall yet.
Oh.
I finished these cabinets. I haven't built the cabinets here. I have to build a wall for these to come out of, and I've got some panels to mount there, like the controls for the air conditioner and things like that. In fact, I even got the wood, but I just didn't get around to it this weekend.
And did you make your major couch?
Yes, this couch was just an Amazon 6-inch queen size mattress, and I just cut it in half with a turkey knife, and then contacted a company in Brooklyn that sewed the covers for the seats. Very comfortable.
Wonderful. And what about your kitchen?
Okay, don't have the door there yet. These are IKEA drawers. I had a problem with them sliding open when I went around turns, so I installed magnetic door locks that are connected to the alternator, so that when you start the car, they lock. When you turn it off, they unlock.
Very smart.
I'm going to Baja later this year, so I have filtered water here, filtered water dispenser. I drink water mostly, and it's significantly better tasting. I've got 2 filters here and a UV filter, and they're on here on a long cord because you have to change the filter sometimes, and it's messy. So you do it in the sink.
Very good.
Put that back there. I have a refrigerator, which because of the bed dropping down, I very limited in terms of how deep it can be.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the only ones I could use. But it has a really terrible freezer. It's so small.
Oh, it's not as deep as the fridge.
Yeah, it's not even a freezer.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
even a freezer.
You can get ice
So
cubes.
I added an isotherm to our freezer.
That's a whole separate unit.
Yep. Can make it a fridge, freezer, whatever you want.
Oh, nice.
I have a Brava oven, which is, if you know anything about it, is an awesome computerized oven. You can cook anything. You can even boil eggs.
That's what Jamie has, right?
I have no idea.
There's a step up in the back here because this is going to be a recirculating shower, and the water has to go down and be captured in that little tank there.
Okay.
The idea is that you use the same water over and over again, and you run it through filters so it comes out clean. It's equivalent to like taking a bath.
Okay.
I haven't finished it yet, but there'll be a Nautilus door that slides across here, one that slides across here, one that slides across here, and turns it into a shower room. It's also a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's a changing room. It's a storage room. It's a little of everything. And this trip has convinced me that these, which are actually the garage, I really should be able to get to these from inside.
Okay.
Sometimes it rains.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take you around to the outside if you like.
Yes, please.
Right now I'm in build the van mode. So a lot of this is tools, but
Okay. Because are you full time in the van?
not yet.
Okay.
I have an e-bike, I have a kayak, and I have 2 layers of tubs. These are just from Target, but they're waterproof.
Uh-huh.
They wouldn't fit this way, so I turned them this way. And these are my extra solar panels that I can put out in a nice frame to keep them safe.
Mm.
This is part of the filtered. I mean the shower relators.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just using it for storage. There'll be a spot here that pulls out with the filters that have to be changed so that the water pours on the ground instead of inside the fan. I have a 75-gallon water tank and a 36-gallon gray water tank. Considering that the battery weighs 485 pounds, the water's 500 pounds, they're even
They balance out.
balanced.
Wow. Everybody thought we had a big water tank.
Yeah, looks like I've only got about 15 gallons left, but I only had 30 when it started,
Started out. Okay.
and I've been using it a lot this weekend. And to empty these, I'm just going to hose them. This will be built, and you just put it here,
Okay.
and that's to empty the gray water tank. And I have an extension hose to plug into it
Mm-hmm.
that I can just route around to wherever.
Wonderful build. Thank you for the tour. It's we got a lot of space.
Thank you.
And we are here with Rob and Patty. Have a couple questions for them regarding their van and their favorite things. My hair's in my face. And then we're going to do a quick tour of their van. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Now, I know you're on social media, correct?
Yeah.
That is Red Giant Van. And then, what's your favorite feature of your van?
Well, I think our kitchen is awesome because I have a super deep sink and I have a lot of prep area. I have an induction stove top. I have a triple, like a 3-in-1 combi wave so I can air fry, microwave, bake in it. I have a little mini cappuccino machine that, and it's just really easy to cook in my van because everything is compact right where I need it and everything has its own spot.
Perfect. And then if money were no object, what would you change or add to your van?
How much time do you have?
Go.
Well, the first thing is I would get a whole new van because I want the super high top ones, the ones that they just came out with. And then I would put in a happy jack and I would have my bed on the happy jack and I would have a sofa underneath it. I'd have my bathroom in the back and I would have the kitchen in the center. So I've seen some vans with that design model and they're just amazing. And, I would do a whole nother color scheme too. I think I'm going to go dark this time. I don't know.
Okay.
It's so light and bright right now.
Now, who's going to do all that work?
I will help you.
Oh, awesome. All right. So we know your handle already, but your favorite feature. And of course, money's no object. I mean, you already have a new van, so would you add anything to that new van?
It just increases the amount of space that you have.
Okay. And with the new high tops, that pretty much takes up that area, or would that still be a little lower?
Well, I've seen it on the sides van, and it actually was not too bad. Sort of high top would just make it better. The only thing is the higher you go, the narrower the bed is.
Right. Okay. Good point. So can we take a peek inside? You can show us this amazing kitchen.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome. And this is our Red Giant van. And over here where you're sitting, this is where we spend most of our time, because this is where we eat. And this is where we watch TV. So we actually have a pull down screen that we keep here. And then over above the head here is where the projection device is. And then here's my little mini Breville Bambino. And this is how we make our coffee in the morning. Makes awesome cappuccinos. My super deep sink, where I have this tray that goes back and forth. Mm-hmm. And this actually will go back on top of this when we're driving. So this has another use. And then I have this induction cooktop with 2 burners. We have a flip top table that when everything is all out, it makes a nice little U-shaped kitchen. And I have a lot, as you can see, like prep area. Then I have the table out there actually has a wooden top that goes over this to protect the glass. And then I use it for a chopping block also. And then when I'm cooking, I flip it up and it goes right here to give me a backsplash.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And then we have a DIY wine rack. This is made out of PVC pipes. And this is a wine, where we keep our wine glasses. This is the combi wave. This is the refrigerator and freezer. And then we have more storage here. And so I just have a lot of features in my kitchen that I love. So that's it.
Wonderful.
Okay, so here's the 80-20. We did it on the bed here. I have metal up and down this way, and so I just punch hole through with a 5/16 inch bolt, and that goes right into the nut that's in the 80-20. So it gives a really strong. This is
frame
moving the whole bed.
Wow.
The whole van. I mean, and so it's all the structure, all of the cabinets. There's nothing cabinet that's not 80-20. The shower's 80-20.
And that also helps you with the weight, as far as the weight of your build as well, right?
It depends. So like if you're using 3/4 inch plywood, it's still going to be heavy.
Okay.
So the idea is to use thinner plywood so it's not quite as heavy. So we did manage to get under the maximum weight, even fully loaded with bikes and us. So it did help.
Wonderful.
And it's super strong.
Yeah. That's great. Just so you know, this is a great van build. We stole a lot of their ideas when we were building our van. So that's why we wanted to come by. Thank you, guys.
Okay, van tours are over. So we're now tallying up the votes we got. We actually got votes this time. First year we got 0. Last year, this January, we got 1. And how many do we have today?
17.
17 votes. And unfortunately right now, so there is best in show, any category, and there's best,
Crowd favorite.
well, there's best
Self-built.
and we're tied with the Prius. And so I'm going to file a complaint because this is a VanFest, not a Prius fest. But we gave each other our votes. So we canceled each other out.
Either way, one of us are gonna win. I'll give my tickets to them.
And vice versa.
Yes, we're gonna win this.
Yes. Team.
Teamwork, go team.
So we'll know shortly.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I would like to thank
That's it.
Lance as the person who runs this whole thing. I do only like 10 of these a year across the nation with about 7 different people who run them. And I appreciate Lance the most because he is on it. And he's the only one who's ever given me a credit card and a free reign in a Walmart. Which got me a free pillow out of the deal.
I haven't looked at the statement.
You should. I prefer that I get out of the state before you look at that. So thank you to those who put it on. And there's a guy named Tim, who's a longtime friend of Lance, who helps out a lot in the background. He hides more than ever now, but he's always doing something. And then we got our sound crew. All right, here's the crowd favorite list. You should feel good about yourself, Brent Prius, Gray and Grumpy, Tim, John O'Connell, John and Jared, John McCord. There's a lot of Johns that live in cars. Darren and Karen and the Bacons. You all got more than a little bit of crowd favorite votes. Good for you. John McCormick, if you're counting, you got third. In second, because second and first were so close, you both get free admission to VanFest next year. The VanFest of your choosing. The South, the North. I don't think there's going to be a West.
Not this year, at least.
No. Anyway, in second place with 58, I don't know what kind of rig you run, so you got to come tell me. Lily! Who's Lily? Lily, who are you? Hey, oh yeah, it was mostly Bear, but Lily! Let's be honest, Bear is the one. And then in first place by just 2 votes, it was very, very close. Lakota and Jack, or Lakota Jack. Who are they? Right there? You guys? What kind of rig did you have?
We're a bus.
A bus? The green one?
We have the big green blue bus.
The green bus. That's nice. I like that bus. I'm a fan of buses. I've been known to bus around. All right, so you guys talk to Lance. Reach out to Lance. Or reach out to VanFest, and they will hook you. Do you need their information, or are you good?
Find me.
Find Lance. It'll be a fun adventure.
Might be asleep.
Yeah, if it's after 9:30, he's asleep. All right, best self-build. Feel good if you are Gray and Grumpy, Brent Prius, Tim, John McCormick, Robin and Rick, Darren and Karen. How many rhyming names do we have about people who live in rigs? And Lakota and Jack. Lakota and Jack, you guys did get second. Good for you. And the winner this year, Tommy and Angie.
All the back and forth kept straining on me with such force I couldn't stand alone. It brought me to my knees and kept me praying to God, oh please just take this heavy load. I found myself in the beauty but in her, with no one else to get me up of my own self. I had to go, let you go. In Colorado, where I find my sense of self and peace of mind. Between the mountains and blue skies, I've never felt this much alive. Where flowers bloom and palm trees grow, where from up high you see what's below. I took it slow, but I let you go. In Colorado, oh, 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 oh. Is this what it's like to be, to feel content, to feel free? It was so long ago that I felt this happy, that I've been able to even breathe, even if I'm alone. I found myself in the beauty out of her, with nothing else to hold me back but my own self. Just goes to show that I let you go. In Colorado, where I find my sense of self and peace of mind, between the mountains and blue skies, I've never felt this much love. Where flowers bloom and pine trees grow, where from up high you see what's below. I took it slow, but I let you go. In Colorado, oh, 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 oh. In Colorado, oh, 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 oh. And if you see me walking by, know I still got love for you inside. Even still, through all the fights, through all the endless sleepless nights, I walk away knowing I've tried, and now I know the gift of goodbye might never know, but I let you go. In Colorado, where I find my sense of self and peace of mind, between the mountains and blue skies, I've never felt this much love. Where flowers bloom and pine trees grow, where from up high you see what's below. I took it slow to let you go. Oh, in Colorado, I found my free. I found who I'm supposed to be. Follow the voice that's calling me to walk into my destiny. Look through the fields to see the green that's growing right in front of me. I took it slow, but I let you go. In Colorado, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. In Colorado, oh, 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 oh.